Hello, what's up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to a special player review here on FIFA 18 Ultimate Team. Today we're going to be looking at one of the most hyped up players that has been on the game for a while. It is the SBC or League SBC Cristiano. So his normal version is one of the rarest and most expensive silvers on the game. He has now been boosted up to an 83 overall with some mad stats. 93 pace, 82 dribbling, 85 shooting and 86 physical. The 6-foot tall striker has high medium work rates, 3-star skills and a nice 4-star weak foot. So I think a lot of the time if you do match up against this player, it's probably going to be against a full-on Brazil side, just because he is a J-League player and there aren't many other good options to link him up to there. So people are going to either link him to icons or get just the nation link to Brazilian players. And that's obviously quite a good thing. You can see a couple of different squads that I've used here today, and this one in a 4-4-2 formation alongside the prime icon Shevchenko is what I most preferred him in. So, taking a little look at the in-game stats then, I was completely and utterly blown away. There was a couple that sort of worried me a little bit, but we'll get into the pros and cons in a minute. On basic chemistry style, he does turn into a complete and utter animal with 98 acceleration, but the sprint speed and the acceleration, the pace in general is not something I'm looking to boost. I'm happy with the 93s in both departments. And I'm also not looking to boost the physical because he's already got 99 strength. So let's use the sniper chemistry style today, get the dribbling stat, get the shooting stats as far up as they could possibly go, and that is exactly what we've done here. So moving on in, you're going to see all of the goals that I was able to score with the Brazilian today, and there are some quite nice ones, I have to say. I was blown away at just how crazy good this Brazilian is on the game. There are a couple of negatives though, and we'll talk about them right now. The first one, stamina. It's average. It's in the 70s. I mean, granted, it's in the high 70s, but you do definitely get the most out of Cristiano in the first 2/3 of the game, and that's just the way it is. You know, you'll notice that little bit of pace drop off and just general clunkiness will come into effect as and when time goes on throughout the match. Skill moves are only 3-star. You know, you'll see me do the odd roulette goal here and there, which obviously, you know, is utilizing the skills that he's got, but he can't do those all-important chops and Berber spins and stuff, which I find really useful on the game. And then the final stat kind of links towards the stamina as well. His balance is really low, and there are times in game where Cristiano does just feel a little bit clunky, and you can almost tell that he wasn't a high-rated player to begin with on this game. It just sort of comes through a bit, especially later on in game. But those are the things that you need to know about. The most important thing that you don't see on the negatives there, and one of the most common comments I get when talking about this player on social media, is that he has a really low composure stat. Did I notice that whatsoever in game? Absolutely not. He seemed incredibly composed in front of goal, and I've used this guy for 15 to 20 games at this point, so you know, I've done a fair bit of testing with him. So we can move on to the positives. Pace, pace, pace. That's the first one. You know, he is a rapid player, and that 93 pace with both the acceleration and sprint speed being 93, it to me almost feels perfect. You know, he just gets off the mark real quick. He is so difficult to stop once he gets going because, well, he's got all of that pace, and then he's also 6 foot tall, and he's got 99 strength by default. That's craziness. That's completely broken. You've got a monster here. Someone that's tall and quick and strong. Now that shouldn't be allowed, really, should it? Alongside all of that, he's really well positioned. This is the sort of striker that likes to be on the last shoulder of the defender, that really likes to get going, get running. All you need to do is feed the ball through to him, and he's going to be one-on-one, and there ain't no chance in anyone stopping him at that point, because one, you're probably not going to catch him, and if you do, he's just going to shrug you off with the strength that he's got. Also, with the sniper chemistry style today, we were able to boost his dribbling stat up to basically perfection, and I noticed that in game. You know, I have said that he feels a bit clunky from time to time, but what I mean by the high dribbling stat is that how close he keeps the ball to his feet, and if you were to slow down in a more sort of high traffic area with lots of defenders around him, he keeps that ball nice and close. You can do some close control, close dribbling, and weave your way around them. His 1-2 passing is another area of his game that really impresses me. Working alongside a second striker up front gets him assists and goals, and that is clear to see in his player bio as well. And then finally, he's really clinical. He's a seriously clinical striker with great shooting in game. I absolutely did not notice the fact that he has a low composure stat. Whether or not, I don't fully know what it means. You know, does it mean composure in front of goal or just in general? But basically, Cristiano in front of goal with high shot power, high finishing stat, and just great long shots as well, and a high 4-star weak foot, just means that you are able to shoot and score goals with this guy left, right, and center. I think he's the real deal. I absolutely rate him, and he is going to be one of the best super subs in my club, that's for sure. Hope you now know whether or not SBC Cristiano is right for your ultimate team. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you next time. Peace.